I'm gonna get back when I feel like, when I feel like, when I feel like, when I feel get back when I feel like.
Chris, great to have you here. What are some of your first memories of cricket?
First memories of cricket were playing at school, as most people do, and then playing for a small club in Essex, and one in Suffolk called Dedham Cricket Club, which is your archetypal village green cricket ground with the pavilion on the side. It was a great club to play at, and a good setup there. But that was 30 odd years ago.
So what age were you then?
Probably early 20s.
Okay. But was cricket part of your life when you were a teenager and through school?
It was in school, and then I went into the hospitality industry, and sales and working weekends was kind of part of the gig. So not a lot of chance to play that often. And then as things move on and job roles change, you get the opportunity to go back to it. And it was really good to get back in and stand under the batsman's nose and keep chatting to them.
So then you moved to Switzerland?
No, I actually moved up to rugby, and I still go back to play for my village club in Braunstone in Northants, which again is a really nice little village club. And my wife and I used to run the under-16s, and now most of the under-16s bring their families along to play in the first team. So it makes you feel old, but it's also good to see the club developing.
Yeah. And what year did you move to Switzerland?
In 2001.
Okay.
So,
and then did you get involved in Cricket Switzerland straight away? Or
I was kind of involved with Cricket Switzerland just before I moved over. I found it on the website and contacted a few people, and I said, well, we've got a tour going to Amsterdam. Come over and meet us. So came over and met them, saw the guys, and from that point, as soon as I moved over, I kind of got volunteered.
That's right. So what were some of your first memories of cricket in Switzerland?
There'd been some changes in Swiss cricket, and we were outside of the ICC, and I think there was about 12 clubs across the whole of Switzerland, from Cern down in the far one side up to Winterthur and St Gallen up in the other, and so it spread out a long way. So all games were a challenge to get the logistics for them.
And back in those early, is that when you got involved with cricket on ice as well?
Yeah, probably a couple of years after that, got involved with cricket on ice, and obviously you've been there and experienced it. It is a fantastic and once in a world kind of match where you play on a frozen lake, albeit it's on about a foot of ice with compressed snow on top, so you're not literally playing on ice skates, but it's a fantastic game, and it's now expanded last year to 2 pitches and 2 artificial pitches rolled out, and 8 teams now from the 4 teams it was, I think, when you were there originally.
I think it's the world's most extraordinary cricket field and cricket setting and cricket community.
Yeah, it is certainly something that, well, you can't do it in the summer anyway. So
that's for sure.
That's water polo then. But it's
so when you first got involved with Cricket Switzerland, was there a lot of travel involved, playing league matches because it was so spread out?
It was. You were going all over the place, whether you were umpiring or scoring or playing. You had to be either in Zurich or in Bern or in Geneva, Cossonay, and down to Cern.
So how many fields or how many permanent pitches are there now in Switzerland?
Permanent pitches, I think 6, 7 now. So expanding at the moment. There's a new one gone in Vettingen, that they've just had laid this year, and it is a challenge always to find enough places to play, but we also play on roll-out mats and boards underneath and artificial football pitches, and if necessary you only bowl from one end, and you find a way of making it happen, and everybody's keen on playing, and if you can't play on a ground like this, then you find a way to adapt the rules to grow the sport.
Exactly. And is the sport growing in Switzerland in the recent years?
We've got about 30 teams and about I think it's 20 something clubs now. So some clubs are now putting a second team together, and because they're expanding. We've also got a ladies cricket team that I think was mentioned in commentary by Andrew Ryan for the Cossonay ladies that were playing in it, and that's been a good tournament this year. 8 clubs playing in it, and then the junior setup has always been relatively strong, with under anything from sort of under 11s through to under 19s.
So is it the clubs that are driving the growth in the youth development, or is it in schools, or is it mainly clubs?
It's mainly clubs. There's a few of the international schools that are putting together cricket programs, and the idea is, once we can get sufficient numbers of coaches to be out there and spread it, we're part of Swiss Olympic now, so we have the contacts to be able to get out to schools hopefully and take it to Swiss cantonal schools.
Yeah, I was speaking to Michael Hall, your president of Cricket Switzerland, obviously, and he's a real driver of having the right programs and the right momentum in place for the kids to be able to grab a bat and a ball. Yeah,
and I think it's also, at the end of the day, where the sport's going to grow from. It's all right having people like me involved, but we're not the future of Cricket Switzerland.
I see the way you work, though, and you work like a very young man. so you've got this incredible energy. I love seeing you. I saw you earlier, after your team had left the fan area, you're tidying up and making sure everything's perfect. So we all see what you do, and it's incredible. No, you're a special person. But where is the growth in the men's senior cricket is coming from? Immigration? Is that a big driver?
There's a number of refugees and things that are coming to Switzerland that have experienced cricket elsewhere and want to be involved, and a lot of clubs have got spaces for refugees to play without having to pay the same sort of money as everybody else does. And I think with the growth of the clubs and the growth of teams within the clubs, the more players you've got out there, the more people they talk to. And we've got, I think from the team now, that I think it's about 50-60% of them are Swiss, either Swiss born or Swiss passport holders, albeit potentially with a heritage somewhere else, but they're going through schools and things and getting friends to come along, and that way we'll get a larger base to the sport, and that can only be good.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's fantastic. Well, one thing I love about Cricket Switzerland is the diversity in cultures. So we've got French-speaking, German-speaking, English-speaking, Pashtun-speaking, Urdu, Hindi, the Sri Lankan community as well.
There's South Africans, Australians. Anybody can join a club, and pretty much all the clubs would. If somebody comes along and says, "I'd like to play. I've played here before," then come along, and I'd like to play, but I haven't got a clue what it is. Come along to a training session, and it is a really inclusive setup.
And not only now is it inclusive, but it's probably 100 or 150 years of cricket history in a school like Zuos, right?
Yeah, They're just up the road from St Moritz, and the international school there has had cricket in its programme for a long time, and a number of cricket professionals or ex-professionals that have gone over as a cricket coach and that sort of thing over the years.
Yeah.
And they've got I think the driving range of Zawat's Golf Club is also, they've got a number of permanent pitches laid down there as well.
Yeah.
So
actually, one of my first memories of European cricket was playing cricket in Zawatz, with 4 cricket fields all next to each other.
Yeah.
Incredible with the Swiss Alps and the snow-capped mountains, but it's 27 degrees and you're getting sunburnt playing cricket.
Yeah.
It was just a wonderful opportunity, for teams from all over the region to come together and play.
Yeah.
It was very, very special to me. It was wonderful. Yeah.
And for us, having you guys come back during COVID and have the tournament in St Gallen was the setup like this with the digital boards as well was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, no, thanks. But these sort of things only happen with with great people in the federation, really keen players, and then help from the local communities, the local town hall, and the councils and the mayor, and it's got to culminate, because obviously cricket is a very new sport in Switzerland.
Yeah.
And we need to bridge that gap, we all do, and that's what we're doing. What do you think are some of the strengths of cricket in Switzerland?
I think, first of all, the diversity. There's so many different national heritages represented within Swiss cricket. I think that can only be a good thing, because you get lots of different ideas about how the game can be played, and people that have played tape ball cricket before and have different ideas of how you can make things happen. And I think also with the junior setup, it's always progressing players through. We've got a number of players in the national side now that have come through from under-19s, and they're now sort of secure members of the national team. And if that development still keeps going on, and junior cricket is still growing, so that can only feed more players back into the national side, strengthen the national side, hopefully get more media coverage. Obviously this helps, and then the more media coverage, the more other people that have never seen cricket before come along, have a look at a game, and it's been really good.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And what about tape ball cricket? Do you hear of lots of tape ball cricket being played around Switzerland, different cities?
Not a lot, but there is. I think there is some. I've not really been involved with it, but I know that players have talked about playing tape ball, whether it's in Switzerland or elsewhere. But
well, Switzerland's so well suited, within the borders to many other countries.
Yeah.
So we know there's a lot of cricket being played, across borders as well, and with communities.
Yeah, and we've got, I think, one club that's based. Well, CERN is half based in France, and I think half the grounds in France and half the grounds in Switzerland, or something. It's very close. And one club that's on the French side of the Swiss border. But we try and keep the Swiss cricket to the Swiss clubs, because otherwise you'd expand into other federations areas, and it's probably not the ideal thing to be doing.
Switzerland being neutral probably doesn't want to start taking over other countries. But,
even in cricket, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. No, you've got some fantastic people in the federation, not only Michael, but then Ken and Clive.
Yeah.
Alex McKay, we're doing so much great work.
Alex is sort of semi-retired from Cricket Switzerland now. He's still involved with the umpiring and that kind of thing, but he's taken a step back. But Abraham Koshi and Clive has been the treasurer for ever since I've been involved with cricket, and Ken, who's been the secretary ever since I've been involved. And you've got Asvin, who runs all the tournaments and things, and has also played for the national team, so he's experienced it from both ends.
And another special mention is your wonderful wife.
Yes, she would have loved to have been here, but unfortunately is working for an international schools inspection in Kazakhstan.
Okay.
She may well be watching.
She's
but,
watching the TV.
Yeah, she's watching it on either the live stream or the TV when she's left the school and is supposed to be writing reports, I think.
Right. Well, I hope she's watching, but
Yeah.
I think everyone in the Cricket Switzerland community are watching, and they're seeing the extraordinary talent and the extraordinary success of the boys, not only today, but in many of the events now, and that will just help continue to promote and make other people want to play.
Yeah, and I think having the ICC status now for the last 2.5 years or so has been great, and loved the game with Malta. With our first international tour since ICC was in Malta, and we've been back there this year to win the Valletta Cup this year, and they've always been really supportive of our growth as well as us helping them whenever we can with supplying sides. And always a great game.
Chris, you should be very, very proud. I think everyone involved in Cricket Switzerland should be very proud of the growth that's come and the growth that's ahead of you. So thank you for your time.
Thank you. And
appreciate the chat.
The growth of the tournament here is also fantastic, and bringing even more European nations into it, which is 31 nations this year is quite a feat.
Yeah.
So
thank you very much.
Thank you for organising all of that.
Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thanks again.